Wonderful.
Hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Dallas. Hi, Cade. Hello, hello. It's time for Stram. Oh my god, those Minecraft ones came out so good. Hey, look, some of the other art is now on here. Yo, hi, Chippy. Hi, Dale. Oh no. Oh no. It's a busy Tuesday, by the way. I know this is like the worst way to start a stream. But by the time this stream is over, both Nomia and Ronnie will be streaming. I strongly suggest if you want to keep the train going, go tag along and watch, their streams once mine's over. I would strongly suggest that. I love my friends. They're also talented and so smart. They're also good looking and smart. Yo, is that Ronnie? Hell yeah.
Hey, bud.
Welcome back.
I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome to Stram. We're in the pre-show. I don't have really anything to update. Anybody else staying up praising their moon tomes? We gotta get more more praise moon tomes. I love Ronnie. Yo, hi Joyful, welcome in. Please do check the rules in the description, or perish. Maxi, I've been looking forward to watching your streams, and I'm like, okay, good. Draws gun, unsheathed sword. Nah, hell yeah, you seem cool. Rip. That's life. And that's the song. It's over. That's usually the one that I play at the beginning of the stream when it's time to go. Fellas, it's time for stream. Let's go at the count of 3, 2, 1, boop.
Wonderful.
Oh, this is a little bit more intense of a song than I expected to come in. Hello, hi Mary. Hello.
Welcome back.
Is this good enough? No. Hello, song. This is way too intense. Can I just have a normal song for 2 seconds while we start the stream, please? This is good enough. Hello, everyone. Hello, my name is Maxi. My pronouns are they, them, and I am your navigator for today's stream. Hello. Hello, everyone. We'll be doing art today. Today's an art stream. Today is one of the art streams. Look, 60 FPS arting. We have the timer on the side of the screen. We're making some pixel art. Please don't mind me getting a phone notification while this is happening. Will this be the day I dox myself once again live on stream? We'll see. Because I have the tablet, I can't do my usual dramatic zooming in. Looks a little bit silly. Wow, I didn't know Maxi had such a big head. Look, this is me making my art. Anyways, Maxi, pronouns, they, them. You know that. We're making art today. I knew Maxi had a big head. Excuse me? You say that to my face, you little punk. You little punk, huh? You're lucky. You're lucky that you're an hombre grande. Cade, you're lucky that you're an hombre grande. If you were un hombre pequeño, I would have destroyed you. Hey, werewolf. See you later, werewolf. Hello and goodbye. Well, this song is actually pretty quiet. It's fine. Look, Maxi, what's up with the background music, Maxi? I have put on the Vampire Survivors soundtrack, mostly because it's kind of like the vibe. Secondly, because I can't stream the music I used to stream because now all of it gets copyright claimed. So we're just gonna listen to Vampy and just deal with that. Dallas says, I am genuinely hard to crown, and it was a problem in Florida. What's the art for? Dallas actually asked earlier at the beginning of the stream, is this art for work or for practice? And it's a little bit of por qué no los dos. We're doing a little bit of both today, fellas. I'm going to be practicing drawing sprites in this kind of Vampire Survivor style. You can see this is the one that I drew for myself. It's the first one, so it's a little janky. I actually used to do a lot of pixel art back in the day, so it was really fun to be back on the pixel art making horse. Yeah, no, a lot of stuff happened with Lo-Fi Leah, and it's kind of sad, but you know, that's the thing about eras. They end. So, you know, what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it, huh? Yeah, you know. If I could, I would be streaming only Lo-Fi Leah. But the times they are a-changing. I believe it was Leonard Cohen who said that. I'm pretty sure he's the one who said that. He's the one who has that music video of him with a bunch of signs, right? That's Leonard Cohen for sure, right? For sure. Laugh, please, laugh. So we'll be making art today. Now, on the Blue Sky post, I said, and this is actually the twist for today, is that, oh, wow! POV, I just opened the chest. Wow. How many things are in this chest? Wow. Anyways, thankfully that song is out of the loop. We won't hear it for the rest of the stream. Maxi, you hate this music, don't you? It's definitely not the vibe. What am I gonna do? Put on background noise? Maxi, shouldn't you have prepared all of this before stream? I had so much to prepare. This was literally the last thing on my mind. What music I'm gonna have on in the background. Do you think I would get in trouble if I play soundtracks from PC 98 games? Like Sorcerian? My Noise? It's probably gonna have to be My Noise. This is actually way too intense for the vibe that I want for today's stream. Let's go over to mynoise.net. Shoutouts to My Noise, by the way. I am actually a supporter of mynoise.net. It's a pretty good website if you want some nice back... You know, okay... Let's try one of my favorites. Let's try Now Loading. Let's see if you guys hate Now Loading. Because Now Loading is actually a music synthesizer that kind of makes like a sound that sounds like a song. And I really love Now Loading because it sounds like the loading screen for a video game. Loading. Okay, you're way too loud. Okay, I'm gonna play it for like 10 minutes and then y'all tell me what you think. If you're like, Maxi, this loading screen is never gonna stop loading. I kinda love this tune. If anybody's interested in what sound machine this is, it's this one. I'm not sponsored by My Noise. I'm just that happy customer. Alright, this is more chill. It feels like we're kind of floating through space, which is, you know, definitely a vibe. We're definitely floating through cyberspace. So I said on the Blue Sky post that I was gonna turn one of my friends, one of you, into a pixel character. And now that the stream is live, I can actually finally reveal who it is. I shall reveal who it is with a riddle. How quickly can I do this? That's right. We're gonna do a little bit of that Damn, Dallas was quick. A little bit of doggy dog world today. That's right. It's doggy dog world. I have prepared for you. Here is Chippy's Neo art and character. Look at this beautiful, incredible art. I'm gonna attempt to turn them into a Vampire Survivor style sprite. I thought those were the eyes. Listen now. So first and foremost, I love this art. Exclamation mark Chips. I think I got it. I got it. Exclamation mark Chips. Chips is an incredible artist and member of the community, and also my friend. Biased, Maxi, biased. You know it. You know it. I sure am biased. I'm anything if not biased. I love Chippy's new design. It's fucking adorable. I love it. Now, the thing about pixel art is that you really only have so much real estate. Let's cut back to me, okay? Enough talking about Chips. Let's talk about me. So, this is a 50 by 50 pixel square, and of course, not all of it is being occupied by the character. There is not a lot of room here to show information and or details. So I think the number one thing we gotta do is we have to decide what we're gonna focus on, and I think I speak for everyone when I say that some of the best details of Chippy's new character design, first and foremost, gotta love the hip windows. 100%. I will try my darnest to translate them into pixel form. Also, other things that I appreciate about Chippy's new design, some ratios are pretty good. Now, I will say, Maxi, it looks like you drew a sad face. Let me just fix that for you. There you go. There you go. The bell skirt is also very good. Yes, it's shaped like a jellyfish. Maxi, you just drew a chew. You drew a chew from Wind Waker, Maxi. That's right. Inside of every Chippy, there is one chew. It's true. Details that I don't think I can probably translate into pixel form. I love this little ribbon and string. I don't think I could translate this. I will there's gonna be a single pixel for the bell. I know I will do that. What's the stands? I like the way that Chippy's kind of like, I don't know what you call this. Is this bow-legged? I don't know what this is, but I kind of want a really casual like I don't want to say Chippy is like, I say this with all the love in the world, it's a little bit of a joke character pose, like you have all the heroes and then it's just Chippy. It's like, what are Chippy's mechanics? Chippy has a built-in doggy dog world mechanic. Chippy's damage goes up for every dog you have on screen. Perhaps. So I want a really casual, I would really want to just like portray the energy that Chippy has on here. I feel like Chippy did a really good job. So I'm gonna piggyback off of my friend's good work. Ronnie says, it's a birth defect if you're me, about bow legs. A cute pose for everyone else. Ronnie, it's also a cute pose for you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, the big details that I want to portray, by the way, is hips, doggy ears / bangs, whatever this is. I will do my darnest to portray these in pixel art. This area is probably gonna be literally like 5 white pixels and then like a couple floating yellow pixels. I feel like it's the only way. And that's the plan. Because Chippy is a freaking arts master. They created a very cohesive character. The colors are just delicious. It's a very limited color palette and I fucking love it. So I have my work cut out for me, which is to say, Chippy's done all the hard work. Yeah, Jesus Christ, Ronnie. All right. I'm writing everyone who was mean to Ronnie into the death note. BRB pulling out my death note. So that's it. Now, Maxi, how am I gonna remember Doggy Dog World when you change screens? Don't worry, I have placed the Doggy Dog World official chippy print on screen just for you. So I think getting a vampire style head body ratio and then design on this spec is definitely the challenge. I think so for sure, yeah. Now the one thing is that I'm going for a Vampire Survivor style. Even this sprite here is not really accurate to like Vampire Survivors, but that doesn't matter. The point is to make something that I like visually. Nothing else matters. We always remember how cute Chippy is. It's true. Do I have to talk about anything else? I don't think so. The schedule went up. I'm streaming again on Thursday, 2 days from now. I think I'm gonna do the science stream on the new game. We'll see. Anyway, there's a new game. Support me on coffee.com/mkirin to learn more about my projects. And by the way, if you would like your fortune of the day already, please consider doing exclamation mark quote. Kate's fortune for the day is: my favorite love life girl is my wife. She's my love life. That's a good Ronnie quote. Also Ronnie quoting me. I didn't say that, but I could have said that. That's the thing that matters. I could have said that. I do love Dale got quote 888. This conversation would kill a Victorian child. I do Kendra quotes back to back, by the way. Chippy got quote 760. Engineer is when build. Lady Gaga's engineer. She build fort. Yeah, no. This is true. Actually, before I start, I have a couple quotes I need to add from Plague, actually. So let me go grab them real quick. There we go. We told Plaguesworth, what if we watched all of the Lord of the Rings movies back to back? And he said this. He said, "It's 11 hours, Kitty. I'll find some time to piss." It's good. That's good. That's good. You know it's good. I'm hanging out with Plague and I'm pulling out the notebook to write down what he said. That's how you know it's good. And the other one, I'm not gonna explain it. I'm just gonna type it into chat. I'm just gonna type the new quote into chat. It's quote 1157. Kendra needs to stop playing with her cock. That's all I want to say. That's all anyone ever really needs to say, and that's it. This stream is for adults only. It is self-explanatory, you know. Anyways, that's about it. Now, this first one that I did, the one that you're seeing on screen, it's also on the screen down this away. It didn't take a long time to make, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna do Chippy, and then I'm gonna work on a character of my own creation. As opposed to Chippy, I could have never created Chippy. Chippy is much too complex for me to have invented. You know, this is how I know that life isn't a dream. Because I'm like, you're telling me I'm stuck in the plane and I've dreamt all of this? No freaking way. There's no way I dreamt Chippy. There's absolutely no way I dreamt Chippy. There's no way I dreamt Kendra. There's no way I dreamt freaking Ronnie. You know? You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Anyways. Chippy spawned and it's true. Dude. Anyways. 25 minutes on the clock. We'll be taking breaks. You know how this goes. You've been here before. And if you haven't, hey there. If you're underage, please leave. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Boop. Secret Fell Vampire Survivors character unlock to support the new bread weapon. There you go. Dallas got it. GB says you wouldn't make up a person who slept with a crowbar under the bed just in case. Chippy, you and I are a lot more similar than you think. I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. There have been times when I've been there. Anyway, so welcome to the day of making art. I'm gonna start. You wouldn't download a Chippies? I would never dare. I absolutely not. I'm going to banthchippy.com and I'm downloading Chippies on Banth Chippy Fridays. This is a long bit, Maxi. It is. That bit's a little long in the tooth. You get it? It's like a vampire with long teeth. Hi, Prism. The first toast mate. There you go. All right. So what I like to do is I just like to put in just some colors in here. We're gonna just put in some wild colors. Although actually, you know what? So the one rule for the Vampire Survivor sprites is that, oh my god, you're too big. You're too big. They usually have about this much space available for you to see on their face, right? Something like this, right? About this high on the head. This about the midsection right here. Now, Chippy thankfully has got a pretty understandable shape, I would say. You know, everyone can understand Chippy's shape, you know? Now, this is definitely looking a little bit too big. This is actually way too big. I mean, that waist is way too narrow. Now, while my character is facing this away, Chippy's going to be facing towards the camera, I think. Now, this is going to be the part where I'm just kind of like, I'm going to like go, and you guys are going to just have to trust that I know what I'm doing. I really want to do like Chippy's facing this away. How would I do that? Well, I think the way to do it is that this doggy ear is fully exposed, while this one here is only like this. This is okay. This is the way to do the doggy ear. Okay, okay. Now let's get rid of this junk. Okay, we have me in the background. You know, we know enough about me. Okay, forget about me. Let's think about Chippy, okay? Let's think about Chippy. Let's think about Chippy, okay? Let's talk about the Oxford comma. Isn't that a Weird Al Yankovic song? How do I know you? How do I know you? Okay, definitely you. It's gonna be like skin toned, I think, perhaps. The one thing about the Vampire Survivor style sprites is that they do not show eyes. I've been told that eyes are the window to the soul, so could one say perhaps the characters of Vampire Survivors have no soul, perhaps? The amount of mental power that it takes for me to just like be drawing this hard shapes without worrying, by the way. My artist friends are here, by the way. I want to impress my artist friends so bad. Maxi, no one can tell what this is supposed to be. Don't worry about it, okay? I can tell in my mind's eye what I'm trying to do here. That's all that matters. The reason why one of the reasons why I very much enjoy pixel art, because it feels more so than any other medium, like you're really just unearthing a fossil. You know what? Remove these. Let's figure out the leg section first, by the way. Let's figure out the proportions, okay? And let's make you a little bit more fainter. Maxi, are you gonna give Chippy a weapon? No. Chippy's real weapon is actually their wit. That's Chippy's real weapon. I very much like the hand being kind of open, kind of like this away. Perhaps move this like off to the side, Maxi, a little bit further out. What else? Chippy has a double S rank, 1200 wit, it's true. Hell yeah, that's good. It is that time of year, Ronnie. It's time of year for all I Want for Christmas Is You remixes. I showed Plague and Kitty a remix of All I Want for Christmas Is You, but it was the Nintendo Wii Shop theme, and it was very lovely. Ghost bustin'? I mean, you know, bustin' makes me feel good. Don't judge, Ronnie. This is an 18+ stream, by the way. Just so that I can make those jokes without a child being like, no, my mom's gonna get angry at me, no. The next time... Chippy says, you gotta move your Mariah from the freezer to the fridge before it's too late. It's true. This is still a little bit too similar to the pose that I have, but you know what? Let's not get super lost in the sauce, okay? I do like Chippy having big old gloves. Now, if this is Chippy's chest, we're gonna make that chest a little smaller. I want to capture the roundness of Chippy's design. But will I be able to do it? Who knows? Just rough shapes, Maxi. Don't get super lost in the sauce. What if we do 1 foot? Hear me out, okay? We will get there, by the way. That's still fun, though. I feel like if I do this makes Chippy look like they're one of the goddamn nurses from Silent Hill. It looks like one of Chippy's feet is broken. And listen, I know Chippy broketh their bone, but they definitely did not broken their leg. Yeah, we're gonna have to. Maxi, what's your words, Maxi? Oh, hell yeah, Dale. Thank you for sharing. There's definitely work that needs to be done here, but we're gonna start. You know, I shared a GIF. Do I have it? Let me go find it real quick. Let me go find my GIF real quick. Hey, welcome in. If this is your first time, please check the rules in the description. Or perish. There you go. Here's the GIF. Perfect. So this is the actual like design process. And it's good to like look at like the steps, you know, like how you end up getting there. Because like the first, it isn't until literally the final 2 steps that I'm like, okay, no, the art actually looks good. It's good to remind yourself, you know, of where you want to end up. And actually, this doesn't look that bad now that I took a step. 2 seconds to look back. What if we make this leg big? And we make this leg the small leg. Almost like Chippy's like skidding on the ground. It already is so Chippy. Thank you, Kate. That actually means a lot. Yo, hell yeah, Dale. I haven't been to Taco Bell in a while. That's gonna look like Chippy is like offering if you want to take Tylenol with them. Would this work? That's a hilarious way for that to turn out. All right. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, let's think of acido minofino minio together. It's so true. Acido minofino minio. Oh, I see it. I see it. It's in here. It's in here somewhere. Chippy's in here. I can tell. Meteor from Pokemon? Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. There's been a development in Kirin I's life. I don't know how to tell you guys this. This is really this is hard to say, but Kirin and I may be getting into puzzles. We got recommended one video on puzzles, and we watched it, and it was the most unhinged thing I've ever seen. And now we're like, dude, what if we got into puzzles? And like, I know that this is the final step. This is like the final evolution before I become a full-on old grandma. And I'm already an old grandma because I play and I quote grandma RPGs. I don't know, man. There's something about a puzzle that just. And then Kitty was telling me the puzzle meta. Kitty was like, yeah, a 5,000 piece puzzle, that's if you're like insane. And I'm like, okay, how bad can it possibly be? Oh, that's a lot of pieces. Okay, never mind. I do love Pokemon Puzzle League for the Game Boy. Unrelated, but I do love it. So, you know, get excited for me to become a puzzle channel. I'm not gonna become a puzzle channel. You know, I have an idea. What would it be more whimsical? Actually, you know what? Let's just skip a backup. Would it be more whimsical? Hear me out, okay? What if Chippy had a little bit of the leg kind of like going this way, kind of like they're a goddamn Balatro character. I don't know why this is like the first thing that came to mind. There's something about this that does kind of like speak to me. It's just kind of like Chippy just kind of like walking, you know what I'm saying? No, definitely do keep that cut right there. There's something here. It almost has a little bit of an Earthbound kind of vibe to it. The other thing I have to keep in mind is that Chippy's feet are actually pretty small. It's actually the leg warmer that actually makes them look really big. I don't like the way this looks at all, but you know what? We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So in that case, Maxi, dim you out. Dim yourself out, Maxi. Let's look at the proportions here one more time. Chippy's face is like right here. Chippy's face is like right here. In this nether portal that I have made just for Chippy. You know, Chippy's like, Maxi, you have to remember to get netherite. So I made a little nether portal right there, so that I never forget. Thank you, Chippy. You know, there's a little nether portal right there. That's where Chippy's face usually goes. And we're looking at kind of a there's the chest bone right here, the rib cage. The chest bone, by the way, the chest bone. Chippy's kind of like a pelvis would be like a here. Now I do kind of like. I really do kind of like the little like foot going back. I wonder if this kind of works. Although it loses a little bit of the roundness of Chippy. That also does not look right. What if I gave Chippy a little bit of thicker legs? I'm thinking like a little bit of that Mega Man Legend style. Like, I mean, it makes sense because Chippy's got the leg warmers, right? It makes the leg look bigger. Let's just commit to making the leg look bigger, perhaps. I'm also just doing really rough strokes, by the way. Don't get too excited about these strokes. See, yeah, this is what I'm thinking of doing. I'm not actually gonna draw the entirety of the shoe. underneath the leg warmer, so I'm gonna just hint at it. It could even just literally be like this. That's not bad. Hi Lorenzo. Lorenzo says I just walked into Maxi talking about making Chippy's legs thicker. I couldn't possibly make them thicker than Chippy already did. I like this. I just want this a little bit more curvy. So what if I just moved you guys like 2 pixels over? This is not bad. There's something here. I kinda like the way that I did this foot. Let's grab this foot. Isolate the foot. Let's just clean up the foot real quick. That's good. That's good enough for me. Let's isolate it. Let's duplicate it. It definitely should be like this pixel. What if we lowered it by 1 pixel? Making things more Kirby-like is a good thing. Hell yeah. It's true. So now that Kitty and I are entering our puzzle era, we were watching this video of a person who's not a gamer doing a Pokemon puzzle, and it was hilarious. Them being like, I don't know Pokemon. What's this Pokemon here in the center? Let me think. Oh, I know this one. It's Kirby, they said, pointing at Jigglypuff, and I'm like, they're not wrong. I mean, okay, they are wrong, but they're not that wrong. You know, like if you look at Kirby and Jigglypuff, it's similar for sure. It's not the same. But the funniest thing was watching this normal person with full confidence say, I know that one, that's Kirby. Making pixel art is a kind of puzzle. It's true. Lorenzo is correct. It's a kind of puzzle, you know? I like the unearthing aspect of it, you know? It really feels like you're discovering something in there. I definitely think that this arm is going to be in darkness. I feel like that's like the easiest way to draw this part of the arm. To draw more emphasis into, you know, Chippy offering you some Tylenol. Definitely draw this arm in darkness. I think that's the way to go. That's not too bad. I am not happy with the way the feet looked, but you know, is it a minor phenomenon? It's true. Chippy is so real for that. What if we do a like boom 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 boom? I want you in my room. Let's spend the night together from now until forever. That's an awful long time. Okay, this is kind of there. This is not too bad, actually. You know, and also drawing the exposed part of the leg in shadow is also another way to get there. That's how Super Mario buys bread got its iconic shape. There you go. I definitely okay. This is not bad. This is not bad. Normally, I would be hating on this right now, but this is actually not bad. It's pretty good. Give Chippy that epic Mickey limb? Absolutely not. This is not bad. This has got legs and tendrils and other things that jellyfish have. That means that to follow Chippy's design, it could have like... Oh, I like that. I like that. That's good. That's good. Now, where do we get those hip vents? Are you doing it by grid or not? I mean, like, yeah, there's a grid there. I'm doing it by grid. So now where are the hips, man? I think that's the hips right there. I literally think that's it. It's 5 squares, you know? You gotta leave some of it to the imagination, you know what I'm saying? I will say that I'm looking at this and I'm looking at my original and like it's really, you know, it's not the same, but that's why we're making art in advance, so I can find my own art style. You can find your own art style in your own damn time, but I'm finding my own art style for this little projecto. Would I? Yo, hi DB, how you doing?
Welcome back.
I'm making some art today. Now that being said, I'm gonna try squeezing Chippy just a little bit. Let me try just squeezing just a little bit of juice out of Chippy. Squeaky toy noise. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's so true. You can cross-stitch pixel art. Yeah, it's true. This does kind of look like I made Chippy a little bit squished. Well, the good thing though is that I can just go bloop, bloop, and then we're just gonna pull this up a couple pixels, namely, which is to say exactly 1 pixel. I gotta work on these colors. I don't wanna... There's some implications by these shapes that I don't particularly like. Ooh, kind of like just a dot there. A little speck right there. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Now, by squishing it, I am giving myself a little bit less real estate. Do I like the previous one more? What if I drew chunkier characters, Maxi? My heart will always go on, but also my heart tells me to make a thicker Chippy. So you know what? Maybe my art style for this game is more thick, and that's okay. That is perfectly okay. I'm just gonna draw a happy little. We draw some happy little trees, okay? Thicker chips. There you go. I feel like it would be a disservice to my friend Chippy if I did not draw. True. Anyways, that's break number 1. Fellas, I'm gonna get up and stretch. There's a timer on the screen. If you have been sitting for approximately 25 minutes, I strongly consider you get up and stretch. I am not your mother, so you can do whatever the hell you want. But I'm gonna get up. It's true. Chippy says, if you're friends with Chips, you must draw now. It's true. By the way, we haven't already. Type !! quote for your luck of the day. I might steal Nomia's idea and call it gacha. I feel like that's kind of funny. But for now... Okay, I stretched. I am going to take a sip of my coffee, and I'm going to turn over to you guys. Any questions? What have you all been up to? How was your weekends? Mine was hellish. I had a hellish weekend. I was incredibly busy, doing too many things. I was too busy, doing too much, and I think I burnt myself out a little bit. DB says things are finally calming down here. Am I right today? Hell yeah, good to hear. Oh, best of luck to you, Lorenzo. GP says, I was in a mood that could only be resolved by a Pop-Tart, but I don't have Pop-Tarts. GP says, I finished a commission today and everyone is so nice to me. Aww. Aww. It's cause you're great. It's cause Chippy fucking rocks, brother. It's because Chippy fucking rules, okay? Everybody loves Chippy. And they are the best. That's all there is to it. Anybody else seeing the bottom of the screen blink whenever I put a square in? That's not hilarious. Guys, I think someone's watching. Anyways, I still have 2 minutes left. What else has been going on? I thought of playing games this week. But I realized that I really want to get moving with this current projecto that I'm working on behind the scenes. I have a coffee post going up literally tomorrow. No, Thursday morning. I have a post on Thursday morning. I have a post planned to go up at 4 in the morning on Thursday morning talking about this project, and I'm going to start working on it on Thursdays on stream. I told myself what would be the most productive thing I can do with the time that I got, and I thought, you know what, let's just freaking work on it. Lorenzo said playing games, does that include indie games? I'm currently, the thing you have to remember about me is that I only play games that are currently befitting of the mood that I am in, and I am in a very specific Fae mood. So, Maxi, is that a Dwarf Fortress reference, Maxi? That's right, I've taken hold of this room. And I will not leave, and I will not drink, and I will not sleep until you provide me with the horn of a unicorn, sheep's leather, and 16 teeth of goblin. Dwarf Fortress mentioned, there we go. I keep wanting to play Dwarf Fortress, but then I get into the mood of whatever other project I'm working on. So Dwarf Fortress has to take a bit of a backseat. Anyways, I thought I was gonna play like you know, a real ass video game. But then I realized that, you know, I would rather just be productive on stream. Definitely not here. DB says I'm horrible at Dwarf Fortress, but I still love it. Oh, I'm not good. I don't want to give the impression that I'm good. I may be one of the worst. A Godot programming stream? No, I'm making TTRPGs at the moment. I have dabbled in Godot, but not at the moment. It's not really on the board right now. Anyways, speaking of what's on the board, time for more Strem. Smiles, please stop. There's an awful lot of smiles, huh? What about... Wait, what was the name of that bullet hell Xbox 360 game? Heaven Smiles? I think it's called Heaven Smiles, isn't it? Anyways. I played it with Blakesworth once on his channel. It's been a long time. Alright, back to work. I'm looking at this chippy now. And definitely those hands are looking a little bit big. It's looking a little bit like... I don't want to say this chippy's looking particularly like a Kingdom Hearts protagonist chippy. But what you gonna do? Only certain emojis can bounce on screen. As far as I know, I really gotta retune it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not prioritizing fixing the stream. I'm prioritizing being back on streaming, and then we can worry about making everything else pretty. That's my plan, Captain. Part of the fun is asking yourselves, can you see? Can you feel the love tonight? Can you see the chippy in there? I do love Kingdom Hearts. You know, I think I would like Kingdom Hearts if I spend more time playing Kingdom Hearts instead of being mad at Kingdom Hearts. Wow, ain't that the damn truth, huh? I would probably like X more if I'd spent more time enjoying it and less time being mad about it. DB says, glad you're feeling good enough to stream again. Me too. I'm happy to be back. I'm really happy to be back. I really don't like the way this kind of like just makes Chippy look like a triangle on the top. Because the reality is that Chippy is round, and I love them for that. This is the bell for sure. Let's just immediately color you like Kaboom. I'll take the Hikaru Utada song. Dude, Utada are non-binary, they, them, sovereign. This is something. I'm not happy with it. We're gonna just keep... I'm just pushing through, okay? I will say, Chippy, I am the gummy ship defender. I enjoyed the gummy ship way too much. Let's also kind of eyeball Chippy's skin tone from here. Let's just kind of eyeball it. Let's just kind of eyeball it. We can worry about the actual colors later. I love the gummy ship. I feel like I had the most fun on the gummy ship when I was playing this. You're a little bit too dark. Let's go with this instead. We're getting there. Maxi, you're forgetting the flower that goes here. I know. Let's see. Let's just start putting some colors in here, you know, so we start filling up. You know, I was supposed to be the one to fill your darkness with light? Your dark soul with light. That's what Dante says. If I do this, will you just fill up? Well, that's good enough. I definitely think I have to do a little bit more. The shapes here are not quite there yet. But we're getting there, you know? Chippy's arms are in fact revealed. Chippy's arms will be revealed, okay? There's something here. I don't know if I super like the way that I did that. I kind of liked it being pointed. Now, I think the only way to fully translate the cheapiness is by... No, but if I make it a different color that it's not... Is cheap as the sign based on a sea plant or something? You're close. Not quite there yet. But you're close. Chippy's a jelly, a moon jelly from space. It's true. As you can tell from if you're looking at the chippy on the side, I can't actually gesture to it. You know, there you go. There's the error right there. You can see how the hips to the dress draw a jellyfish. Sea plants don't have bow ends. This is also true. I have been told many a times that this is true. I'm starting to think... Okay, so this looks good, by the way. I am happy with this. Let's actually lower the opacity of the grid so the bitrate dies a little bit less. There is something good here. It certainly do be looking a certain way. I think one, these gloves are huge. They're fucking enormous, brother. Let's just kind of bring in some more of the chippy aspects. I still have to add the flower, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. I do like... There's a bit of a splash of blue. These are not the final colors, by the way. Everybody shut the hell up. This actually probably should be brought down one more pixel, I think. Because if I'm looking at the reference, it's very much... It's very much like the darkness kind of hugs the chips. When you do rapid blinks, camera clicks started playing in my head. Me when one of my friends makes a funny face on webcam. I have so many fun reactions. Oh my god. I have like 16 photos of Nomia doing the pointing over their shoulder, pogging out face. If anybody would like to purchase some photos of God damn it. That's a dumb bit. That's a dumb bit. That's a dumb bit. I just get jump scared by the Kendra edits in my folder. I have a large quantity of Kendra edits as well. And I'm like, I do be having these photos, huh? Kendra's with us. No matter what we do, Kendra will always be with us. I am deeply thinking of having Chippy's feet on the same little pixel. Unless I can flatten the foot a little bit to make it a little bit less bow-legged. No worries, Mary. Have fun giving Lucy the walk. The walk, that's right. Walk the plank, Lucy. Lucy's a bird-like creature, so unfortunately the plank doesn't have the intended effect. And we're gonna need like a darker cut, like a darker bluish. No, it needs to be more desaturated. Your Honor, it needs to be more desaturated. Something like this is not too bad. Now, there's a... I mean, like, if you consider where we began, and this is GP going to the store to buy some Pop-Tarts. This GP do be kind of jammy, you know what I'm saying? This has got a little bit of a Crypto the Necrodancer kind of vibe to it. I need one so bad. Chippy, do you want me to make an order for you, Chippy? Do you want me to DoorDash you some Pop-Tarts? Kitty will DoorDash you some Pop-Tarts. if you want some. This is not a bluff. Computer, get me Chippy's real address. Wait a minute. I gotta go to the store later today anyways. Grumble. Yeah, Lorenzo, could you please spin up a real quick ROM hack of your Mario buys bread, but instead it's Chippy buys Pop-Tarts, please? I would if you could get it by the end of today, I would really appreciate it. Let's just fuck with this version of Chippy real quick. I'm legitimately thinking that perhaps the way to go is just to make them, you know, the same damn way. Although now that I think about it, yeah, just one game. How long can it take? 30 minutes? It's true. I do like the shadow. Does kind of work. Now, I'm gonna very much dislike doing this, but let's just kind of attempt it. Let's just see how this works, okay? Let's just... The magic of making pixel art is just to try things, okay? No, all the magic left my body as soon as I flipped the leg. Chippy says World Hopper Volume 1 comes out literally right now. Shadow drop. There you go. Could you imagine if Chippy was like, yeah, you know the game I've been working on for a while? Here you go. We would lose our collective minds, for sure. Definitely, like, put you here, and here. Can I just get one of those blues that we put in there before? Slap one right there. Chippy says, I finished my work for the day. I can write. Yippee! Wahoo! Okay, come on. I need the bell that goes like right at this away. And then what? A couple of little sparkly boys. I would like... Let me see the way they look. It really is kind of like this away though. World Hopper is a visual novel. Chippy is not just an incredibly talented artist, they're also a fucking banger writer. I'm pretty sure it's gonna have to be floating pixels, is like the only way. But if they're floating pixels... Chippy platformer game will revolve around hopping, maybe? There you go, yeah. You know what, Maxi? Don't get lost on the little details. I feel like we can ignore the bell. We ignore the bell just so that we can commit to having Chippy's little adorable flower on their head, huh? You ever think about that? Chippy says, I feel like I would have float physics. Oh, 100%. Actually, that's not too bad. That is not too bad. That is not too bad. There's stuff happening on the screen. And now I know what you're thinking. Maxi, are we gonna redraw the whole thing again? You know it! You know it! It's time to redraw the whole darn thing, but now we know what the hell we're doing. I also need to add the classic Vampy Survivor's shadow. That's the starting point. Okay, we get in the Vampy Survivor's shadow. I like the water. It's true. Redrawing gives us the chance to... I kind of like Chippy's shoes looking big, actually. This gives us a chance to remove a little bit of the symmetry that we have going on here. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. That, oh, just the difference a single pixel makes, brother. You don't even know the difference a single pixel makes. No, I do think this needs to be filled up because it's the rest of the leg. Yeah. This is not bad, brother. This is not bad. This has legs, namely these legs. I could move Chippy's face just 1 pixel to the side, but that seems... These legs, yeah. It's true. Because otherwise, the doggy styled bangs / ears are kind of taking up some space here, some real estate that I would very much like to spend on something else. But you know what? Let's just keep going and see where we get. I'm not happy with this little bit of hair over here, so let's immediately work to fix that. That might be better. That might be literally the solution, just to cut it off like that. Let's work on this for now. I don't like the way that I'm cutting that over there, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Welcome back, Mary. This is not bad. All right, let's actually work on the hands. I've been dreading doing this, mostly because I think I made these hands way too darn big. But that's life, you know. We make these mistakes, we gotta fix these mistakes. The most important part, I think, is to show the part of it that is the thumb, and then the rest of it is just literally the finger glove. Let's follow what we have already made. Computer, please dim Chippy even more. Computer, turn off Chippy's lights in their room. The hands look way too big, but what if, hear me out, okay? What if we just moved it 1 pixel down? Holy crap. The power of just 1 pixel, by the way. The power of 1? What video game is this? What video game had the subtitle The Power of 1? Maxi, no, it gets dark at like 4. I can't see shit. Well, Chippy, I'm sorry it has to be this way. Could I draw these hands in another way? I am getting a little bit lost in the sauce with these hands, I'm not gonna lie. Let's begin with the construction in a different way, Maxi. Where does the arm end? The arm is like literally here, right? That's right. Chippy actually has a gun for a hand. I didn't want to just spoil. Yo, I drew that way too fast. Chippy, but Chippy has a gun? Anybody ever considered Chippy with a gun? Why did that come so naturally? I don't know. Okay, you're right. I should save Chippy with the gun just in case. Why did that come so naturally? I don't... Personally, I hate it. I feel like it makes me look like more of a hack. It's like, oh, Maxi can't draw a hand to save their life, but can they draw a gun apropos of nothing? I'm not a gun girly, I assure you. I don't have a single gun. But Maxi, you live in America. Doesn't everyone have all the guns always? No. Let me see if I get this. That hand is way too big. That is way too big. No, cursor hand Chippy will not work. There's no chance this works. We only know gun and burger, it's true. I like this win from Chippy being like, here's acetaminophen, to Chippy going, There's something here, but I don't know if I like it. I legitimately don't know if I like it. It is kind of funny that Chippy just has big ol' hand. All right, you know what? Maxi, this is supposed to be hard. You know. I think part of the struggle is to find what works and what doesn't. This hand looks a little bit too short. Let's extend it just like 1 more pixel. I could imply gloves like this. It's a little on the small side, a little bit crunched up. I don't know if I super like it. This would make Chippy, if this were, you know, if I was drawing Chippy as a character for a game, this would imply that Chippy fights with their fists. And I don't know, Chippy's a lover, not a fighter. Then again, I have seen the way that Chippy plays Flip 7. This is actually not that bad. This is not that bad. I feel like I'm hyperfixating a little bit on this part of the gloves, but this is not too bad. Let's try something like this for now, which means we're back to the hand mines, by the way. Not big strokes, Maxi, just small strokes, okay? Just small strokes. I play Flip 7 like there's something wrong with me, says Chippy. You know, Chippy, I thought there was something wrong with you, but then I played Flip 7 with my dad, and I'm like, no, never mind. Some people are just wired this way. My dad and Chippy played Flip 7 the exact same way. Always going all in. Nothing is sacred. Nothing, no one lives forever. I know the timer just went off, but you're gonna have to give me like a hot. You're gonna give me a one hot and ready Caesar's Little Caesar's pizza before I can freaking get out of here. I feel like I could just draw Cheapies as a goddamn hand, like gloved hand, but no, this really is not it. Well, you know, we've made a lot of progress. I know it doesn't feel like we have, but we definitely have made progress. Namely in the fact that, like, everything else is good. Everything else about the sprite is freaking, like, almost... Except perhaps where this ear goes. But, you know, everything else, good. I'm happy with it. In fact, I am delighted by it. Everything else, well, specifically this hand, we'll figure it out. Anyways, we're on break, by the way. Hey, fellas, this stream is supported by viewers just like you. Yo, hell yeah, Lorenzo, that's fun. We definitely need more Mario 64 in our lives. Am I saying that sarcastically? I don't think so. I don't think I ever got 120 stars. Plaguesworth did, though. Plague did that, not me. It's not because I'm a scrub, by the way. I want to make this very clear. I did not get 720 stars in Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64 released by Nintendo 64 because I'm a scrub. I didn't do it because I didn't have time for it. I bet if I wanted to do it, I could. Okay, goad me into it, make me stream it. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. Anyways, let me get up and stretch, by the way. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Ah, that Chippy's looking good. I'm looking at him. It looks good. It looks good. You just gotta figure out that hand. I said a minion monument. That could be Chippy's weapon if this were, you know, a Vampire Survivors like. Turns enemies into friendlies. It has the effect of charm on enemies. Okie dokes, Gable. Come on, work with me. There we go. Acetaminum Minophen. That could be Chippy's weapon. A weapon? On this stream, we mispronounce weapons. We mispronounce words for fun. Because we recognize that the English language is made up. And freaking all lies. All eyes? Could this be a reference to my favorite DS game 999? 9 hours, 9 doors, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. That's what it is, but it is. Babaloboon. Babaloboon. La boo boo. La boo boo. Chippy understands the number of times I could bring up in casual conversation, bring up 999. Probably the most frustrating bit is that the most accessible way to play 999 is the worst way to play 999. That's not true, Maxi. There is the iOS version of the game. Yeah, the Steam version is not the best. I'm not gonna lie. I would recommend. I would strongly suggest people play the DS version, but you know, what you gonna do? I remember the last time I picked up the game because I owned it and then I got rid of it. But the last time I picked it up, it was at an anime convention. And there was like a swap meet, you know, literally a flea market, but it's anime stuff. And a person had it. There was no price on it. And I'm like, hey, how much for $9.99? Holy crap, it's $9.99. Look, it's in physical form. And the person was like, holy crap, no one's actually recognized the game until now. I'll sell it to you for $15. 15 whole buckery dues. That game complete in box is now like $150. It has tentupled in price. You have folded that croissant dough 10 times. Maxi, I was not expecting you to turn this into a croissant joke. Well, come on, Max, finish the joke, Maxi. Okay, so I was gonna say, you know, I had to give them a croissant joke because I've got mi cuernitos. Cuernitos, little horns, is what we call croissants in Mexico. But little horns, of course, implying that I'm a little devil, a little, you know, not your angel, but your devil. I'm a little impish over here, okay? I'm a little impish, okay? GP says I'm still sad about my 999 with the original cover. GP, if it makes you feel better at all, Kitty had a copy of Silent Hill 2 for the PS2, complete in box with everything. Kitty lent it to a friend, and that friend never ever gave it back. That's rough, brother. That's rough. Imagine trying to get a copy of Silent Hill 2 for the PS2, complete in box now. I hope you don't need that arm and or that leg. Maxi, is that bread? Is that a weed? I'm calling the cops. Mary says, I had the special edition of Silent Hill 2 for PS2 and my housemate pawned it. You know, that sucks. But you know, Mary, I didn't know you went to prison for murdering that person. I'm not saying I would have committed murder, but you wouldn't have found the body. GP says, I feel ripped off because the thing I borrowed from that friend but never gave back was a Maximum Ride book. Is that the cops I'm calling a weed? I'm happy Dale and Lorenzo both got it. Dude, if a roommate of mine pawned something that I owned, these hands would have been thrown. What's the worst thing? Okay, wait. Chippy knows this story, but I'm gonna say it before we start the next cycle. At the end of, like, I'm gonna say it's like it was junior year of high school going into senior year. Me and another guy at school, we traded games. We were like, yo, for the summer, you want to play this game and I'll play this game of yours. I lent him my copy of Devil May Cry 3. He lent me his copy of Ready at the Stories for the PS2. When the new year started, and we ran into each other at the halls. We didn't have classes together anymore. Both of us, first we evaded each other. Then we were like, yeah, you know, sorry, but I moved. And he was like, yeah, I moved too. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't have your game anymore. Oh, dude, I don't have your game either. Anyways, fucking loser doesn't even know. I came out better out of that trade. He was like, he wanted my copy of Devil May Cry 3? Brother, I wanted your copy of Ready at the Stories. We win, baby. By the way, in case you're wondering, that is the copy that Kitty and I used for our Dango Duo complete playthrough, by the way. That was recorded not on emulator, but on real hardware. That is, in fact, my copy of Red Dead Stories. Well. It's that guy's copy of Red Dead Stories, but it's mine now, okay? Listen. Lorenzo asks, Maxi, do you know karate? No, I did taekwondo when I was little. My dad is a karate black belt, and he actually did tournaments when I was young. Yeah, my dad kicked ass. He roundhouse kicked ass. I will say Red Dead Stories needs a remake so bad. That game is beautiful, but it's trapped in the PS2. Could we get somebody to full contact or point based? I think he did point based. So no, he did the full contact because a guy once broke his nose. My dad was winning and the guy got mad and broke my dad's nose, and my dad still won. Get wrecked, loser. Chippy says writing down Maxi's dad can beat up your dad. My dad can beat you up and win at the tournament. All right, back to work, fellas. I gotta finish this chippy hand. What if all I need to finish this chippy hand is just to believe in myself, huh? This pose does kind of make it look like Chippy's gonna karate chop you right in the face. Lorenzo says, can I spar with your dad if I went to America someday? I don't think so. Because I don't want my dad to murder you. Wow, I can't believe Max's dad killed Lorenzo. Could you imagine? Hey guys, I can't stream. I'm going to my dad's trial because my dad, because Lorenzo had the mistake of walking into my dad's kick. Our battle would be legendary. I don't think so. I'm gonna be honest with you. My dad trained under a member of the American Olympic karate team. Was it Chuck Norris, Maxi? No, it wasn't Chuck Norris. This does look like Cheapy's trying to karate chop you. I have got to stop trying to draw this hand. You know, you ever seen The Matrix? No, you haven't. You haven't seen The Matrix. I know you're all young. You're all young Zoomers. Nobody's seen The Matrix here. You have heard about it, but you haven't seen it. Stop trying to draw the hand, Maxi, and just draw the hand, Maxi. Me trying to cut the rutabaga in half. Thank you, Chippy. Stop trying to draw the hand, Maxi. And just draw the hand. Hi, Mr. Yasu, how you doing? I do appreciate Mr. Yasu says that we're looking up pixel hands and they're either no fingers or all fingers, yeah. I gave myself kind of a tough piece of work. But that's the challenge, right? Like, that's what makes it fun. It is the act of challenging oneself to do a thing one wouldn't normally do. Like draw my incredible artist friend Chippy. One of the best artists that I know. Clearly, I would have an easy time trying to portray them in pixel form. This is almost there, by the way. This is actually almost there. We're actually so dangerously close to being there, by the way. Oh my god! Oh my god, this might be it. Oh my god, this might be it. If you fell asleep at your desk, I'm so sorry. Holy crap, this might actually be it. Oh my god. Chippy says, the way stream cut out for me, so it just said, Chippy the artist I know. Can Chippy draw handsome Mario? Chippy, everything Chippy makes is amazing. Gotta lie down, no worries, Mary. Thank you for coming by. Really appreciate it. It would depend on the price offered. Yeah, if you want Chippy to draw something, have you considered commissioning them on vgen.com/chippities? Have you considered actually like your dream of having a drawing made by Chippy can come true. All you have to do is commission them on vgen. Chippy, can you draw anything? Chippy can draw anything to put their mind into, says Cade. It's true. Chippy could. Okay, I think we might actually, you know, let's turn this off and look at. This is not that bad. This is actually not that bad. All things considered, this is not that bad. Let's finish adding the details of the Chippy. If we do this, and we do this, and we do this, and this, and this, and this, we stretch this part of Chippy's hair. Make Chippy's hair bigger, okay? Boom. This might be good enough. This might be good enough. Alright, so I'm gonna grab my own color palette, and I'm gonna, attempt to create a Chippy-esque palette from it, so we have like a similar number of colors. So let's grab you. Let's literally just put it. Let's literally put it with the actual thing we're drawing, just so that they're together. Chippy can draw anything. Unlike me, my iPad is dead. Ripperoonies. So Chippy's skin tone is definitely a little bit lighter than mine. Let's go with a color kind of like this. Perhaps desaturate it a little bit, lighten it up. That's a little bit. You know what I should do. You know what I should do. I should be a smart cookie. I should be a cookie of the smart variety. Maxi, we have, oh, it actually doesn't look that bad. Oh my god, it actually doesn't look that bad. I could start crying. It actually doesn't look that bad. See you later, Maxi. See you later, Lorenzo. Have a good rest of your day. Where is reference? Image. Import image. No, I just want to, oh my god. Give me a second. I have to download a copy of Chippy's image. I'm like, what am I doing? I can just literally just use Chippy's image as reference within Procreate. Just save it to my images, brother. Just save the image. Okay, now I'm gonna go do an image. I'm gonna import an image. I'm gonna import Chippy's image. Something bad's happened. For some reason, my reference image for Chippy is fucking tiny. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I just need I just need a few ideas, okay? Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We can make this work, okay? Don't worry about it. Chippy for what is this? A chippy for ants? It's a little bit too blinding for me. No. No. A little bit more, just a little bit more saturated. That's the ticket right there. And then we have the highlights right there. Perfect. This is like probably the worst possible way to do this color, but it's fine. Maxi, you're correct. This is the worst way to do it. Oh, you know it. I had good intentions, but then again. Yo, hi Sofifi. Hello, hello. How you doing? We're making art. I'm turning Chippy into a pixel Chippy. I'm sending Chippy to the pixel dimension. That's a little bit too close to black. I could probably just use black, honestly, but let's just go with I mean, that's definitely a gradient right there. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I mean, this might actually be enough colors now that I think about it. This might actually be enough colors. Let me just cover this before I dox myself or anything. You never know. One of the options in that menu is to have your face on there, and I mean, you already know what I look like, so what's the point? So Fifi says, I was doing pixel art lately too, or trying to. It is so hard, dude. I definitely think, you know, it's got a level of difficulty to it, but I also think it's fun. I also think it's very much fun. So Fifi says, my brother and his friend want to make a simple video game. Best of luck to him. Making games is fun. And we're just sending it. We're just sending it, brother. We're just sending it. I need like a bluish white, I think. We're gonna use that as the basis for all the whites in here. No, I lied. We're gonna just go for straight up real ass white. We can worry about the other colors that go in here later. Not bad. Let's get this dress fully painted in. Oh. Was this the best course of action? I don't think so, but let's not worry about it, okay? Also, by the way, you're actually also supposed to be white. We'll probably have to color that in a different color, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Now, time for me to remember. Oh, Maxi, you messed it up, Maxi. I did. I messed it up real bad, but you know what? It's okay. We make happy accidents, okay? How did I do it before? Okay, let me just... I know this is gonna look like an absolute disaster for like 2 seconds. Just bear with me, okay? Ooh, the spot for the hips has changed. How did I let that happen? Oh no! I get to show more of Chippy's hips. No. How could this have happened to me? I get to show more of Chippy's hips. Oh no. We are gonna need that other kind of bluish, pinkish blue. Let's kind of just like pretend that we have it here just for now. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. It's a work in progress for sure. It's a work in progress. I realize it should actually be the darker version of this blue now that I think about it. And we need the super dark version for the shoes. Perfect. Boom, 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 boom. Svad next. Svad next. Let's get the little adornment bit on Chippy's. No, it's supposed to be blue. It's supposed to be blue. I don't know if I super like the blue that I came up with. It's my wife! Hello, hello, kitty. Hi, my love. How you doing? I'm drawing Chippo. I almost kind of want to turn off the drawing guide. So my thing is that I feel like the only way to make, unless actually if we do it this way, I could maybe make it work. I feel like this is to be a different color. Oh, and I forgot about the little yellow bits. It's been a busy day at work. That's better. That's better for sure. So I'm thinking one aspect that's definitely missing here is that this guy here is kind of missing the roundness. Is missing the roundness that we had before. I want to bring in some more asymmetry. Kitty says we got a surprise kitten. I can't be too mad. That's good. That's good. Okay, so now there's blue bits on the top of Chippy's. On the top of Chippy's little leg warmer leggings thingamajigs. Now, right away, I'm looking at this and I'm like, the Chippy needs... There needs to be a color on the gloves. And that's the one right there. Gotta head out, no worries, Kate. Thank you for coming today. Have a lovely rest of your day, friendo. Love you. By the way, if you're looking for someone to support who very much would appreciate your help, consider supporting Cade on Coffee. Listen, all my friends are going through it, but Cade is going through it like Super Turbo Tournament Edition, so consider supporting my good friend Cade. We'll probably change this color, but we'll get there when we get there, okay? What if I made this a little bit purplish for the... Oh, bye, DB. Go have fun, get some writing done, okay? Hell yeah. Write all the words. Wow, that's a pretty good one. Quote 873. Feeling cute might indulge in some mercury poisoning. Chippy laying in bed. You know, Chippy was going through it. Was Maxi? Was? You know, Chippy, you know, Chippy's a cool guy, okay? Man, I could go for some Chippy. No, Chippy, no. Don't go for the mercury poisoning. This is not too bad. Although I still kind of want to make... I think the only ways to make this guy pop is just to literally... You know what? What if we Max, what if we lowered the bell? I promise you I'll get it one of these days, okay? Almost there. Sushi does sound good right now. Kitty, could you please find Chippy's address so we can send Chippy some Pop-Tarts? So Fifi says, this is probably a sign for me that I need to lie down soon. I do. Okay. So I like these two dots here to represent the ribbon, but it also just looks like I just drew Chip. I'm bringing attention to certain aspects of Chippy's upper body, which seems like a bad vibe. I mean, even if I do just one, it still kind of looks like it. So maybe we just don't do that. The Chipples! Thank you. God, I love my friends. You guys are so much funnier than I could ever be. I will say the Chipples does kind of sound like some sort of FNAF creature. The Chipples. I don't know if this was the right thing to do. No, definitely make them this. Maybe this is fine. Maybe this is fine. Kitty's getting a quote. Let's see what it is. I pronounce you gay and bald. Damn. So, I hate to say it, but this is actually kind of looking kind of good. Maxi, why do you hate to say it, Maxi? I think this is fine. I think just the colors need to be changed. I think the colors need a little bit of changing. That's it. We could start messing around with the extra gradients, perhaps. So my one thing is that clearly by looking at Chippy's art, you can tell that the bluish part of the gradient begins at around here. And I'm wondering if I should even bother doing this whole like kind of like you know, pixelation. Could I maybe just do it just straight up just round? Maybe? It looks so cute. Thank you, Kenny. I really appreciate it. Mostly because I'm bad, and also because I'm drawing my incredible friend Chippy. And I want to do my friend Chippy justice. Justice for Chippy? I think this mid-tone needs to freaking go, brother. Although, it actually doesn't look that bad right now. Trials and Tribulations, that's pretty good, Dio. That's pretty good. I wonder. Hello? Yes, hello? Removing the symmetry is like such a big aspect of making the art pop. Art pop? Could this possibly be a Lady Gaga reference? I think we are legitimately at the face of the game if this working. Where we fuck up with the colors and we also start just adding shading everywhere. Let's remind ourselves of what shading looked like when it wrapped up last time. Yeah, I added a little bit of shading to the edges of the line work. Man, mine looks so much simplistic next to Chippy. This is the old one. Oh, this actually, this does look pretty good, actually. Hot damn. This does look pretty good, actually. All things considered. I think we need like one more dark pixel here for the exposed Chippy hips. Let's see. Is there any... I want to grab this... I want to grab this blue and just change it just slightly. So let's just literally do that. I want it to be a little darker perhaps. A little more saturated. What did you look before and after? That's definitely better. No, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you, it's you. And you're present right there under the sign. Let's just change your colors real quick. Maxi break. Is that what that means? I know I'm supposed to be on break. I'ma fix it, I promise. Do the redeems still work? I don't know if the redeems work. Oh no, my wife's gonna kick my ass, by the way. Okay, I'm up on my feet. Welcome to break time, people. The land of the breaks. Get their ass, kitty. Bring back redeems in time. Again, there's a bunch of shit on the stream that maybe works, maybe doesn't work. I could have spent another week getting ready to make sure that everything else was working. But as I mentioned, my priority is to be back streaming before making the stream improve it, make it better. Anyways, how y'all doing? As I mentioned, I will be doing a work stream this Thursday. It is a little bell now that I think about it. What if we did it like this? And then what? How do we do Chippy's little ribbon? That is a little better. That actually does look a little better. I wonder if I'm doing the right thing with all this accent colors everywhere. But it's kind of the way that Chippy's character looks like though. No work, still on break? Ah, crap. Guys, the cops are here. Everyone run, everyone beat it. Aw, damn it. I should have known better than to stream while my wife could watch. Anyway, how y'all doing? Wee-oo. Are you calling the cops on me? Chippadese is calling the cops on me? Chippadese is getting me arrested? I never thought in a million years that Chippadese would get me in trouble. But you know what? Okay, Mappy? ACAB includes Mappy. Alright, look. I've put the pencil down, okay? So what are we gonna do? I would like, as soon as I finish Chippy off, finish them. That's right, that's me. It's me finishing Chippy. Don't worry, it's gonna be a friendship, not a fatality. Nobody here knows about Mortal Kombat. It's okay. You gotta know your crowd. After this, I wanna work on making a sprite for another character. Just some quick little doodles, and at 2:30, that is in what is it? 50? No. I guess it's like in 40 minutes. In 40 minutes, we will do dailies. In fact, it's 38 minutes. I did the math. It's 38 minutes. In 38 minutes, we'll do dailies. The segment of the stream where we can only play games you can only play today. And that's the plan. A part of me is like, I like what I did, but I also don't like it. You know, I'm at that point where I should probably put it down. Did you see Ronnie suggesting a new daily? I did not. Was that on the Discord? Let me go check. I have 30 seconds to go check. Secret chat general. Which one is it? Secret chat general. I am in secret chat general. Adopto. Oh, it's the adopting one. I could try it. Why not? I did see it. Okay. You guess an animal's name? Okay. I could try it. Anyways, it's time to focus, fellas. 3, 2, 1, go. I do think I'm getting to the point where I may need to stop looking at Chippy. I may need to stop looking at Chippy. That does look better. What if we just freaking close this gap? Wait, Maxi, you fool, you absolute idiot. Just make the hat bigger, Maxi. Is that better? I mean, it does kind of work. Don't look at me, I'm shy. It's true. What if, hear me out. How big? These are actually pretty big hip vents that Chippy's got. Because it shouldn't be symmetric, although then you get to see less hips. Maxi, this is a terrible plan. I think in order to better frame the hips, we should have the gradient come down here. Wow, you mean just the way Chippy did it on their art, Maxi? Incredible, incredible. It's almost as though Chippy knows what the hell they're doing. And we're just living in their world. That's how perspective works, is kidding. I just have to adjust this so it looks a little bit less jank. But we are in fact getting there. This is so much better already. Okay, this is better. This is better. No, that's not bad actually. Chippy does kind of draw attention to that triangle section. Because we're living in a Chippy world and I'm a Chippy girl, it's true. Oh, baby. Alright, so what's next, Maxi? What's next? What else needs fixing, Maxi? I do like that. I do like the little gradient there. I actually think in order to keep this things cohesive, I might remove this little dot here just to make things more cohesive. Although, what did it look like before? Is it literally the same thing? It does look kind of better this way. Should I make the hat a little bit bigger? I don't think so. I do think I might have gone a little bit overboard with this here. Definitely without the floof, Chippy do be looking a little bald there. But what if, hear me out, I just put the floof over here. That's not bad. What's the rub, Maxi? What's the rub? No, I'm definitely gonna have to editorialize and just make it so that you can't see the neck of Chippy's, the little collar of Chippy's shirt. Unless I lowered everything by 1, but I don't think that's necessary. Unless that's good enough for it to work. Fellas, this might be it. What does Chippy fight with? We established that Chippy gives you Tylenol. Chippy befriends their enemies with the power of Tylenol. Yeah, aw. Thank you, Chippy. You need not be overtly sweet to me. Okay, listen. This is not my best work. By any means, this is not my best work. Okay, this is a bad time to start doing shading. Yelling yay louder. Okay, now listen. I'm not super happy with it, but when am I ever super happy with anything I make? The only thing is that in the other one that I did, I had like some clear highlights on the edges. It's this one. Oh my god, put you at the top. The progress works definitely helped a lot. It does look like, yeah, Chippy has a little pill hat. No, shut up, it's cute. Okay, alright. You know, if people want to fight you over your work being cute, you just, you know, brother, just shut the hell up. Just shut the hell up. And appreciate that other people appreciate your work. Just a little bit of highlight here and there. Bark, bark, bark. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's it for Chippy. I'll probably clean it up some more later, but let's make a little, I want to make the little time lapse. Just, it's honestly just for me. Kitty, but what about Chippy with a gun, Chippy? What about Chippy with a gun? What about Chippy with a gun, Kitty? Oh, and then Chippy with an ender portal as their face. Yeah, it was this, then this, I think. Okay, let me just literally grab all the layers that matter. You and you. Followed by you. And the order is, let me just put an animation assist. Boop. The order is, can I please have no onion skins, please? Perfect, thank you. You, then you. Then you, then you, then you. There you go. There we go. That's a nice little wrap right there. Can you hold this frame for like 5 frames? There we go. That's nice. Nice. All right. And that's enough. That's enough, Chippo. That's enough. That you've had enough of Chippo for one day. If you would like more Chippadis, please consider going to vgen.com/Chippadis. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Just a casual 2 hours. I fade into a fine mist. Listen now. That's cute. Okay, and then now let's just draw the sign a character in like 2 minutes. So I do think that the starting point should always be the nether portal face. Should be the nether portal face. We all know it. Maxi, make it purple. Okay, fine. There's your nether portal right there. Okay. Every character begins with a nether portal. Always. Now, I'm doing this completely raw, by the way. I'm gonna look up one reference image. Person holding dagger reference, yeah. I would like an action pose of someone holding a dagger. Come on, internet, don't let me down. Should I have to say, do I have to say full body, or is this gonna be like just like, oh, these are some silly ones. These are some silly poses that I found. These are real. Someone took photos of themselves in these poses, huh? Hot damn. Can I'm gonna put full body, please. Computer, leave a 5-star hilarious review on that person's proportion photos, please. That reference photos, could you please leave a hilarious review on them? That's a fun pose. Let's try something like this. So unfortunately, the face always, you know, unless I wanted to start getting, you know, funky with faces, you know, making like a goddamn square. I don't know if I'm ready for that. Let's just keep it nice and simple, okay? So according to the rules that we have established, this is the space for the face, followed by the space for the body. We're gonna use Chippy's proportions as the rule, by the way. Here we have the rib cage. You know what? Let's just make it nice and simple. Boom, there we go. Here's the rib cage. Here we have le pelvis. Now, unless you're built like Chippy, in which case, you know, definitely there's more to enjoy. But just for this is a skeletal example. And then we have, of course, the knee. And then, of course, the feet. Which, let's just assume that they begin here. You should be kind of like this away. I have actually looked up a lot of advice for pixel art, and one of the biggest advices is to think before you start drawing. Really consider what the focus of the drawing is going to be. I should actually get rid of I should remove Chippy from here. I should delete Chippy. Goodbye, doggy dog world. So for a character like this, I very much want to bring attention to their weapon. Bring attention to the weapon. Perhaps a knife of some sort. I've been thinking about this, by the way. I'm not going in as raw as you would like. My final message: change the world. There we go. Okay, you know what? You know what I did here? Okay, well, do it again, but in slow motion. My only issue is that, like, if I have it here, here's a quick way to draw arms, by the way. Imagine one point is the hand, the other point is the shoulder. Draw an imaginary line between them. And then the central point is actually the axis to which the elbow is going to end up being. So my only issue with this drawing, you can probably already imagine, is that if I continue drawing this as it is, the blade of the dagger is covering the shoulder, which makes it a little bit harder to read that the person is holding a dagger. Perhaps we could do something like this. Maxi, the resizing completely ruined the image. Don't worry about it, okay? Chill. We got this, okay? We got this. Don't you worry about it, okay? Would probably end up being like this whole section is in darkness. Mayhaps. Okay, but what if? Hear me out. We only worry about the part that is actually being touched by the light, which is the top of the hand over here, as it's holding the dagger. Maxi, that's really a little bit too long to be a dagger. Okay. Listen, okay, this is all very, very early stages of development, okay? Listen. Me looking at an infant? Well, we're still in the early stages of development. I think there's something here for sure. Just gotta clean it up, brother. You just gotta clean it up, okay? There we go. Okay. This is what else. The arm is like this chunk right here. Not too bad, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, now what about the other part of the character? I definitely would like a little bit of an active pose, perhaps, mayhaps. So I do like, you know, they got the knife. They're facing this away, you know. I mean, like, I feel like what, just like legs, you know, arms akimbo. I don't know. That seems a little passive. I'm not super happy with it. Everywhere I go, I see Chippy, mostly because I have Chippy a little bit low opacity here. Let me think. I mean, I have a reference image. I'm not happy with it, but let's try it. Let's try it. So this is a reference image of a character. We have one of their thighs in front with leg in the back, kind of doing this. To me, this implies that this would probably require the knife to be on the other side of the character. Oh, this I don't know. This is a little too. Okay, Max, explain this to me, Maxi. Clearly, the chest is facing this way, but the legs are this leg is in front of the other leg. You're right. No. You make a fair point. What about just a combat pose? What about just, you know, if you were holding a dagger, how would you hold it to look like you're confident? Give me like a bent ankle, a leg this away. I am strongly considering big pants energy for this character, I think. Almost like a Devil May Cry. Kitty says, got kicked out of the lunchroom / X-ray room, Lamau. It's probably a good thing you did. I think if they were about to blast the X-ray full of gamma rays, I would like to be asked to leave the room. Is it no. Platform shoes? Does this character have platform shoes, Maxi? Cunty little platform shoes? You know it. 100%. Okay. They need to use the X-ray machine? Well, it's a good thing they kicked you out then. It would have been mean if they didn't have a reason to kick you out. It does look like the character's kind of doing this. Can I get an X-ray for your lunch? I want to see the bones. The bones? The bones? Okay, so the lesson of today that I'm already learning is that I probably should have a sketch of the character. I should also probably decide what kind of like sprites I'm actually going to be working with. Because, like, you know, if I'm gonna stick to the vampy art style, I gotta like really decide how big the sprites should be. I may consider going slightly bigger so I can have more at the tail. That would be nice to have more at the tail. Kitty says, I had yogurt for lunch. There better be no bones. Could you imagine? These legs make no sense, brother. You know what? This is what you should start with art first as inspiration. Okay, I'm looking at them now and I'm embarrassed now. I'm embarrassed now. Maxi, you knew what you were doing when you started, and then you completely lost your way. Kitty says boning yogurt is as bad as bone and boba. Don't remind me about the bone and boba. Poor Plakesworth. Ace had a really bad time with the bone and boba. I'm looking up more references and none of these really speak to me. In part because these are all like active poses. I love Google Images. I love Google Images. I love Google Images. I love being shown a picture of someone's art, being like, could somebody please tell me what's wrong with this pose that I drew? And it's like it's a pose of a guy. And yeah, there's anatomical problems for sure, but there's also just a giant black bar censoring what I must assume is the character's huge dong. I'm not judging. I just, it definitely is serving to distract me from what the question of the image is supposed to be. Hey guys, what's wrong with my drawing? And it's just a big old you know what. Oh brother. I love Google Images. I love Google Images. The pepper not being big enough, actually. Yeah, no, yeah. Honestly, yeah, this person could have used a bigger pepper, actually. See, one time I used the Garfield is dead panel to censor dong. I love that. I see, no, Chippy, I respect that. A part of me is like, oh, but should I also maybe look into a program that's specifically made for pixel art? And I'm like, no. That is just gonna waste time. I'm already making pixel art in Procreate. I don't particularly feel like I need another program for making pixel art. This is good enough. People be making pixel art in gosh doodly darn. The word I'm looking for is MS Paint. I can do it here. Tony Stark could do this in a cave. That's a big shoe, Maxi. That is a big shoe, actually. These are really big pants, Maxi. Really big pants. I didn't want them to just be straight, but it do be kind of looking like the way forward with this reference that I'm looking at is just making them very straight. I wonder if perhaps the way forward is just to draw fast. I wonder. Anyways, I'm on break. Chippy says, I like Graphics Gale, but you can use like almost any program. What's Graphics Gale? Computer, do me a full internet search for Graphics Gale. Computer, do a full internet search for Ligma. Interesting. I guess I would like it to be something that I can use with my iPad now that I think about it. This is cute though. This is cute. This is cute. I should look into this. I should also decide how big I want these damn sprites to be. Anywho, I'm on break. I'm gonna stop thinking about work. In fact, I'm gonna do a quick bio break and then we'll start dailies early. Early, by which I mean like 2 minutes early. Hexos is really fun too for isometric stuff. I have Hexos actually. I think I do. Stop mirroring. Ooh, the iPad was not happy with all that streaming, but it's over now. Okay. Close this window. Yes, exit the program, please. The program. Just to double check, if I showed you Firefox now, would you see something? You would not see anything. Perfect. Close Palmatroid. We don't really need it no more. Fellas, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna do a quick little bio break, and then we'll continue with dailies. See you in a hot minute. Beep boop. I'm back. Thank you for your patience. Boop, boop. Alright fellas, it's time for dailies, the segment of the stream where we play games we can only play today. I want to first off thank you so much for joining me. Yo, Nom's here! Hi Noms! Let me hit you with one of these.
Welcome back.
Hello! I'm awake. Yo, good morning, Noms. I drew Chippy as a little pixel vampy. Let me export it real quick so you can see it. Let me just export it. Then I realized it's gonna be too small. It's 2 kilobytes. It's so small. I want to see. Oh, you'll see it. Oh, you'll see it. Lospec resizer. Thank you, lospec.com image resizer. And boop. What do you think, huh? It's a little tiny chippy, bigger chippy. Yeah, there we go. Eat chippy. Anywho, by the way, Nomia is streaming in literally 35 minutes, as is Ronnie, by the way. If you would like to check out the streams, please do. Once mine's over, or now you can just leave now. I mean, that's also I guess that's also perfectly fair. Anyways, yeah. Nomia is gonna play Mega Bunk. But with that, let's open the dailies folder. Actually, I should start with, where's the adopter? There it is. I'm opening with a new one. It's called Adoptal. I have to guess the name of this cat that is up for adoption. He looks like a minkus, but it's only a 4-letter one. A 4-letter name that starts with M. A 4-letter name that starts with M. 4-letter name that starts with M. Let me think. Oh, let me get rid of this goddamn iPad. Boop. He would be a minkus. A Milo. Milo's not bad actually. Is not Milo. Okay. What about Rochelle, a young woman's erotic adventure from Milan to Minsk? Mark? There's no way he's a Mark. Huh? Merrick? Merrick from Yu-Gi-Oh? Mask? Mac? It's a Mac? I would have never, I would never guess this MFer's name was Mac. I'm gonna be honest with you. Never. In a million years, am I guessing that guy's name is Mac? Real talk. Real talk? That's never happening. Also, Vinyan, why is the top of my head being cut off? POV, I'm on the guillotine. Why is the top of my head getting cut off? Anyways, dailies. That's not a Mac. That's what I was thinking. Welcome to Quordle, where we do 4 Wordles one at a time. Because it's the only way I can feel anything. We do Rogue, Satin, Blimp is our openers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe a Mark, perhaps a Mark. Listen, he looks like a Minkus. Mac is a little too serious for him. I don't like it. Anyways, so Lone. I'm gonna have to assume perhaps it's E-O-N. Perhaps is Lowen. Toxin for what? Toxin. It is in fact Toxin for the bottom left. Good call, Kitty. Good call.
Bingo.
We only have T's and U's and N's for this. The L does not go in the middle. That's good to know. Felon? No way. It was Felon! Yeah, it's freaking the way that I wrote Elon and it didn't like Elon, Felon, makes sense. Finger guns. Coven is not Coven, it was Felon. Wow, it's crazy how those 2 words kind of rhyme. It's crazy. Anyways. There were a bunch for the top right, yeah. Nutty for the top left. Nutty's pretty good. Dale, you're on thin ice, Dale. Dale always giving the right answer. That's actually not true. Dale thought it was lemon. You know what? Dale's also just goated at this, actually. So what is this? Something Ori? Worry for the bottom? It is not wordy, it's wordy? POV, it's me!
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is why I don't respect streamers.
I knew it. I didn't even see Nomia's guess. Maxi, is it true that you're Nomia blind? Excuse me, who said this? This is the video game Ruse, by the way. It's the video game Ruse. R-U-S-E? It's not. Okay, this is an RTS. This is like Company of Heroes. Company of Heroes, kiss my ass. Company of Heroes, kiss my ass once again. On 2, by the way, yeah. The way, okay, so Maxi, could you please walk us through your mental process as you committed to Company of Heroes 3 on guess number 2 and turned out to be correct? So you see, the way that I did it is that I thought if it was Company of Heroes 1, it would look like shit. And I'm like, usually on the second one, they improve it dramatically, and then it improves less in the third game. And I thought, this looks good, but it doesn't look too good. It must be 3. Yo, congrats, Nomi, on getting the first ending. Only 99 left to go. Congrats. Give me one from the previous days. Let's go, girls. Where's Batman? Okay, so this is clearly one of the Batman games. Arkham Knights, perhaps? Arkham Knight. It's not? It says, where's Batman? Is this... Wait, hold up. There's showgirls. Strippers. This is an adult game. This must be, Skewer Slide. Skewer Slide Squad. Kill the Justice League. It's not? It's for the PS3, the Wii U, the 360, and our mobile platforms? And it's not a Batman? The fighting one. Injustice? I think it is right. I think it is Injustice. It is. Wow! Wow! Yo, good call. Good call, Kitty. Good call. Good call. Laser beam within. It's true. I did not mean to mouse over right on her ass. I was mousing over respectfully, okay? I was mousing over respectfully, okay? I assure you. It's potato! It's potato! It's potato! It's the goat! It's the goat! I love potato. You know what's not in this photo? Kendra putting 1,000 hours into this game. Oh yeah. Oh baby. Guys, what if I made a potato TTRPG? The game does not run at 2 FPS, I'll let you know. I love that I knew from this. I love potato, which is also true. Oh, there it is. The greatest game of all time. Well, definitely top 10. What is this game? This looks like it's a dream sequence in a game. But there's like a pitchfork, a megaphone, and wheels. Could this perhaps... Is either a dream sequence in Deadly Premonition, or it's some Borderlands bullshit. I'm gonna go with Deadly Premonition. Wait, no. It's The Evil Within. I was thinking of The Evil Within when I said Deadly Premonition. Chippy says, am I crazy for thinking this is Madness Returns? It could be. Back to work. See you later, kitty. Love ya. Bye-bye. This could be Madness Returns. I'm putting it in for Chippy. Holy shit! Chippy! Chippy! Chippy, I shook my head so hard that my hair clip flew out. That was me, Maxi! Chippy, you did this. I did not believe. It was all Chippy. That's right. This is what the optimal Alice in Wonderland video game should look like. Oh wait, hold up. Oh, it wasn't. Oh my god, it happened again. I'm sorry that I keep confusing Nomia and Chippy's icons. I got it on the first image. It was Nomia. Yeah. Your Honor, I would like to apologize deeply. Nomia is the one who got it, not Chippy. Shut up! You didn't actually notice? I did not notice. See, Kitty said that I'm leaving, and then I read, am I crazy for thinking it's Madness Returns? And I just assumed it was Chippy who said it. I thought you were doing a bit. I was not doing a bit. I thought you were continuing the bit. Did I do it before? You guys need to remember that I can be really stupid. What is the game where you play in a ship with a bunch of people? This looks way too modern though. Oh. Hinweis. Is this Wolfenstein? Is this the Wolfenstein? Wolfenstein, let's go with Mary Shelley's Wolfenstein. What about just Wolfenstein the New Order? The New Colossus? No, let's go to the New Order. Okay. That's what it was. Nomia says, you were literally like, it was all cheapy and I thought you were just trying to piss me off. No, see, let me walk you through what happened, okay? I entered Alice in Wonderland, Madness Returns, and then I looked at chat. And then I saw you saying, that's me. That was me, Maxi. And then I still thought it was Chippy saying that. And then I read Chippy's message saying I did that. And I'm like, yeah. And then I saw you going, what the fuck? And I'm like, Nomia must be mad because Chippy guessed it. I assure you, Nomia, you can't fake how stupid a person like this is, okay? I legitimately messed up. I should invent ways to tell which one of you is which. For instance, Chippy's name is capitalized. Nomia's not. That's a good way to know. Chippy changed their icon. It's still art by Chippy. It has the same energy. I have a Yanto. You do have a Yanto. That's true. That's true. I don't do Pokedo. I don't like Pokedo. Welcome to Pokedoku, where we do Sudoku backwards, but it's Pokemon. First partner, rock and poison. So let's go with first partner for Johto that is not rock or poison. Brother, what about a Totodile? No. See, Nomiya is like, Chippy's icon has dark art. And Chippy says, if you blur your eyes, the colors are still a little similar. No. Yeah, guys. If you're stupid, they both still look the same. And I am those things. I am dumb. You need to understand that my stupid butt knows no limit. Lucy hates me. Okay, listen. Lucy hates everybody, okay? That's not special. First Alolan partner. What about Poplio? Trans rights. And Kanto. What about bald loser? Bulbasaur. He's bald. A poison Pokemon from Kanto. You mean like freaking any of them? Just Max, when in doubt, use race car backwards, okay? Rock from Kanto, dude. It's like all of them, brother. It's all of them. All of them are rock type and poison. Weedle, also Weedle. But I thought of going Beedrill, but I forget if Beedrill is poison bug or just bug poison or just not poison at all. Alolan poison is that Zizzle? No. It's the sexy. It's the Salazzle. There you go. Sexy snake. A Zootopia 2 Pokemon confirmed. A rock from Alola. A rock from Alola by any other name would still be just as Alolar. Sandygast is ground type, right? What's a rock boyo? What's a rock boyo? I'm almost thinking Ultra Beasts, but I'm like, who is rock? Oh, it's Rockruff. Okay, well, Rockruff definitely will get us there. Nihilego is rock. Oh, thank you. Zootopia couldn't make Salazzle. Zootopia 2 might have made Salazzle. Let me tell you, Zootopia 2 was a very horny movie. Johto rock type. Don't you mean Pseudo Widow? Maxi double confirms. Thank you, Nomia. I love Nihilego though. Nihilego is good. That's a good Pokemon design. Poison from Johto. Don't you mean spider name Spinarak? Wow, I solved the baby puzzle for babies. Max, shut up, Maxi. Shut up, Maxi. Dude, if you think Arbok is race car backwards, you should look up what it spells when you arrange the words back. Welcome to Game where we where we do the games and we do the games and we do the games. Welcome to Guess the Cover. What is this? This is Lord of the Rings. This is the Lord of the Rings. This is Battle for Middle Earth. It's not. This is definitely the Lord of the Rings. That is Minas Tirith, by the way. This doobie. Wait, you know, it's not Lord of the Rings. What the fuck is this then? Age of Wonders? The Golden Age of Wonders 3. The Golden Realms. Okay, it's Age of How is this not the Wonder Realms? The Golden Realms. Age of Wonders 3. How is this not the Gul'dan Realms? Everything is Gul'dan. Look, everything's golden. Disappointed. Anyways, can I guess the game based on the artwork? This is this Rainbow Six Siege? It kind of looks like it. Okay, it's a Rainbow Six game. All right, Rainbow Six. Let's go with Vegas. Let's go with Vegas 2. Ghost Recon? I don't think so. Unless it's Ghost Recon. Is this Ghost Recon? What is this equipment, brother? Vegas 2? Okay, it's gonna be a Rainbow. It's Ghost Recon. God damn it. Let's go with Wildlands. They look like they're up for a wild time. Okay, it is Ghost Recon. Breakpoint. They look like they've reached the point where they break. There you go. It was Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Well, look at this boring ass TTRPG party. Look at them. That's right. So I want to have an assault rifle and a mask. Wait, hold up. I'm playing as the guy with the assault rifle and the mask. Actually, I'm playing as the guy with the assault rifle and the mask. Actually, I'm playing as the... Okay, all right. Okay, you guys got the bit. Who is this character? Excuse me? Oh, wait, no. Is this an X-Men? Is this Gambit or Jubilee? Is this Jubilee? Is this Gambito? The game is approved by the woke game detectors. They always look like Solid Snake, it's true. Speaking of Solid Snake, though, these pants don't look tight enough to be Snake. I'm gonna skip one because I don't know. Yellow jumpsuit. Clearly, you're not a main character because your charm item is a radio. You're a supporting cast. I don't know where you're from. I'm not gonna lie to you. I have no idea who you are. I don't know who you are. This did not help. Isn't this that lady from Star Wars? Is that Rey? This character bores me. I am bored. Which character does this character belong to? I don't know. Is this Deathloop? No? Is this that game Far Cry? No, she looks a little too slutty to be Far Cry. What is this neck thing she's wearing? Is this I am giving up. I don't know who you are. Arc Raiders. Celeste, leader of Esperanza from Arc Raiders. I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody knows what you're talking about. I don't know who you are, and this design bores me. Goodbye. Also, can our first game be 100 line? I hope it's in there. Zipline, nanosuit, guinea pig, flight pack. Excuse me? Zipline nanosuit. Well, is this what is the game where you go maximum power? What is the game? It's not G-Force. It was What is this? It was G-Force? I am shocked beyond belief. Nomia says, I was joking. Nicolas Cage as a mole. Incredible. I didn't know there even was a game. The 100 line Last Defense Academy. This game is not on PC or on the Switch. It is a single player game from before the lofty year of 2025. It is first person, isometric bird view, and or side view. Single player on console. It's not on the Switch, so I must assume I would feel comfortable guessing a single player isometric bird view game on PlayStation. Bugsnax? I think Bugsnax is on PC. Quest 64. Chippy? By the way, be proud that I have grown as a human being, and I didn't do something stupid like I thought, what if I said you got it, Nomia, even though I knew it was Chippy? But I don't want people to think that this is a bit. I'm just stupid. It's not a Nintendo. Oh my god, it's actually role-playing. Holy crap, a role-playing single-player game. Third-person isometric, and it's not Diablo? It's not Gauntlet? Isometric bird view. Is this an RTS? An RTS not on... An RTS, but it's not on PC? What is this, Halo Wars? Not on PC. And most racing games have a an isometric bird view. What if it is like what is the name of the micro machines? What was it called? It's not. We should actually check for publishers. So let's just guess a classic little Diablo. Let's do Diablo Immortal. It's not on here. Okay. Microsoft Solitaire being in the list is kind of crazy. It is. 1999. Fantasy role-playing single player. Oh, it could be. I mean, like, Aswin Dale was on PC, but this MFR is not on PC. Goblin? No. Okay. I'm thinking... God, there really aren't many RPGs from this point of view. Dungeon Keeper? That was on PC, unfortunately. Let's just get Nintendo. Let's do Activision Blizzard. Activision Blizzard. Let's just do Diablo for now. Just Diablo 2. It's fine. It is isometric. It's an in-house engine. It's not Blizzard. Okay. It is isometric. It is role-playing and something else. You think it's a PS2 game? It could be a PS2 game. A PS2 isometric bird view though? What, Baldur's Gate? What, Baldur's Gate the original? Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance on the PS2? That one had local multiplayer. What am I doing? It was also in a shit ton of consoles. I tried Dark Alliance. It is, and that was also actually. We probably need a game from like the 2010s to really break this this point at which we are a little bit stuck. It would be not single player though. It wouldn't be an MMO. Okay, so Activision Blizzard. Well, we have Blizzard now. It's probably not Nintendo. Sony? I have not guessed Sony. So let's go with Astrobot. Again, I just want to get some things in here. It's not Sony, okay. Single player isometric feels like an important lead. I think so. I agree as well. I'm gonna grab my one-time clue now. Fantasy comedy. That's a bit. Fantasy comedy. Fantasy comedy. It's not black and white. Is this a god game, perhaps? An isometric single-player god game? Disgaea? Holy shit! Is it Disgaea? Hour of Darkness? Ah! You know, PS2, PS3, 2003 in-house engine, Nippon Ichi Software. It's funny because, like, we could have gotten closer to Nippon Ichi Software with a game like along the same lines as 100 Line. Yeah, I want to like this guy as well, but you know, some things are not meant to be. All right, we still have like a couple minutes left. Let's do more guess the games. Definitely, you know, everybody loves it when I do this. This is Firewatch. Okay, okay. Are we even playing now? Oh, is that Firewatch? Oh wait, hold up. This is Far Cry. This is Far Cry 5? Yeah, I've actually played Far Cry 5. I do realize that the graphics in Firewatch are a little bit more cartoony than this. I have played a bunch of this game. This is the opening of the game. Okay, no, I see it now. That's the crossbow, the worst weapon in the game. That's not true. The shotgun is right there. This is the one where you take down a crazy Christian cult. Well, I guess take down is subjective. Oh, let's do one more. See ya later, Nomia. Nomia is streaming literally in 6 minutes. Go check them out. Now this is clearly happening in a flashback. I don't know what this is. The machinery tells me that this takes place in a time before our own. Could this be Amnesia Machine for Pigs? It probably isn't. No. Is this End of Eternity? Huh? Is this Edge of Eternity? No, it is. What are you called? This is the game with the gun. This is the RPG with the gun. You play as two guys and a girl. It's crazy. It was called End of Eternity in Europe. Oh my god. I know you. I own you. I own you. Eternity. I'm so certain it's something of Eternity. It is not Kane and Lynch. I assure you right now, it is not. Oh my god, The Way of Eternity. It was called... I'm pretty sure it was called Edge of Eternity in Europe. Oh, I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I'm pissed. There's no way I'm getting here. Because I know what game this is. The name is not coming to me. I know what it is. I know what game this is. I swear to God. I swear to God. I am not going down with the ship. I know what game there. I knew I would find you right away. I knew I would find you right away. Resonance of Fate. God damn it. God damn it. It was Resonance of Fate. Maxi, you cheated? I did cheat. I did cheat. Mostly because I knew I wasn't gonna remember the title from the images. This is actually a really silly action RPG. Where like you take your turns and then your characters like shoot guns and jump around like it's a goddamn action movie. Why the rename? I don't know, man. I'm gonna assume that perhaps Resonance of Fate did not come off well in multiple languages. Alternatively, something already had that name in Europe. One more real quick and then we'll wrap it for today. Isn't this something theater? Battle Block Theater? I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. Damn. Frame one skip, by the way. Wow. I've never played this game, but I knew from the look. Some games just have that look, you know what I'm saying? You know how I said I was gonna do one more? Yeah, this is the last one for sure. This tile work. This looks a little too fancy to be the opening of Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. This could also be a Hitman though. What do these tiles tell you about the game? This is clearly a hospital. Is it a hospital or a school? If it's a school, it could be Persona. It could be what, like... Is this Persona 3 Reloaded? Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm yeah, well, you know, what can I say? I'm just really good at what I do, fellas. I saw this and I'm like, this tile is the tile you would see at a fancy school. Yeah, trademark issue. That makes sense to me. Anyways, fellas, that's it for me. My good friend Ronnie and Nomia are streaming right now. Please consider checking them out. And that's it for me. I will be back in 2 days. I'll be back on Thursday working on my next game. Please look forward to that. If you would like to support me, please consider doing so at coffee.com/mkirin. These things help a lot. Please consider doing that. Thank you very much. And with that, I'm out of here. I hope you all have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. See you around. And take care. Bye-bye. Beep boop.
Wonderful.